Want to use sharing taking care of our planet and cook delicious meals? Stay in this video.
Reduce, reuse, recycle. Responsibly get your meals.
Hi, I'm Ingrid. Thank you for visiting my cooking channel, The Heirloom Fair Cuisine. The mission from now on, in addition to inviting you to know more about the SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, that the United Nations proposed in 2015 in the Agenda 2030 for Sustainable Development to transform our world, that guide us to focus our actions to transform our world in this decade 2020-2030. I also want to invite you to be an active agent to transform our world, adhere to a responsible vegan lifestyle, reduce, reject, and separate solid waste at home, and optimize natural resources such as water. In the description of this video, you find the link of the United Nations website. You can also find the link of the quick vegan meals, where I give you more detailed information about the SDGs. Now let's talk about today's recipe. I'm a little excited because this recipe is a zero waste recipe. So I'm going to show you how to make coconut and millet milk. I'm going to show you how to make yogurt with probiotics. I'm going to show you what to do with the fiber of the coconut. And at the end, I'm going to show you what to do with the shell. And of course, the first thing I'm going to show you is how to open a coconut. So stay until the end of this video. You're going to like it. Follow me on Instagram to know more about how can we contribute every day to take care of our planet and short recipes. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Heirloom Fair Cuisine. Click on the bell, like, comment, and share. Now let's continue with the recipe.
Coconut and millet yogurt. Coconut and millet yogurt. For approximately 1.5 liters of yogurt, you need the following ingredients: 1 medium or large fresh coconut, half cup of millet grains, and 2 capsules of probiotics. The first thing we need to do is to open the coconut. With a cork remover or a bottle opener, unclog the pores of the coconut and then drain the water inside. There are different ways to open a coconut, but as I mentioned in the introduction of this video, this is a zero solid waste yogurt. So we're going to open with a saw to have 2 equal halves, or that's what I'm aiming for. If you find it risky to do it yourself, ask someone who is an expert with a saw to open your coconut. Then wash it very well and remove the coconut from the shells. Peel the coconut pieces. Use a cutting board for this procedure to avoid accidents, since the coconut skin is very hard to remove. Chop the coconut into smaller pieces or grate it if your blender is not very powerful. Directly into the blender vase, pour 2 cups of coconut and half cup of millet grains. You don't need to soak the millet. Pour 5 cups of water, blend up for approximately 1 minute or until you see the coconut is finely crushed. Then strain the milk using a strainer and a piece of cloth. Place the cloth underneath and the strainer on top to avoid large lumps on the cloth, and it's easier to drain the milk. Press the fiber well into the strainer to extract the liquids very well. Save the fiber because you can use it for another recipe. After preparing the yogurt, I'm going to show you what we can do with the rest of the coconut. Now bring the milk to a boil to eliminate bacteria that can multiply in the yogurt and ruin it, and also to cook the millet. Optional, you can add 4 tablespoons of rice flour if you want a spoonable yogurt. You must stir constantly to avoid lumps in the milk. Remove from heat after 5 minutes of constant bubbles. Cover and let it cool down. If you have a thermometer, check the temperature until it drops to 105 or 110 degrees Fahrenheit. If you don't have a thermometer, put the top of your hand around the pot, and if you can hold the temperature for 30 seconds, the milk is ready for you to add the probiotic pills. Here I'll show you the ingredients of the pills of capsules I'm using for this yogurt. The number of pills depends on the colony forming units, CFU. So add the capsules and stir well for 1 minute. Save the milk in a glass jar and take it to the oven off light for 24 hours to keep the temperature and to allow the colonies to multiply. If you have a machine to make your yogurt program for 24 hours, I did not use my electric pot for this yogurt. 24 hours have passed and the yogurt is ready to consume. Of course, you can have your yogurt as you like, but here I show you two versions of smoothies. For smoothie number 1, you need half cup of frozen bananas, 2 prunes, half teaspoon of ground chia seeds, and a glass of coconut yogurt. Sweeten the way you like. Measure the yogurt to prepare the right amount and to avoid consuming more than 1 portion. Pour the ingredients into the blender vase and blend for approximately 40 seconds. And voila, you have a super nutritious smoothie. For smoothie number 2, you need half cup of frozen ripe mango, 2 dehydrated peaches or 2 apricots, or any dried fruit you have in hand, 1/4 teaspoon of matcha tea, and a glass of coconut yogurt. Sweeten the way you like. Measure the yogurt to prepare the right amount. Pour all the ingredients into the blender glass and blend for approximately 40 seconds. And there you go, another super nutritious smoothie. Now I'm going to show you how we can put the coconut fiber to good use. We're going to prepare a pie crust. Then I will use it to make a pecan pie. Wait for the video soon. The ingredients for this pie crust are the remaining fiber from the coconut, half cup of peanut butter, half cup of dehydrated figs, and half teaspoon of vanilla essence. Chop the figs very well, and in a large bowl, mix all the ingredients. Grease a pie mold with a vegetable butter or oil, and with the help of a brush, spread very well. Pour the mixture and spread over the mold, covering the entire area of the mold inside. Shape the edges very well and gently press to flatten the mixture evenly. Bake for 15 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And so now I show you that it didn't stick and it's half crispy. Okay, so now it comes the most relaxing part of the video. I'm going to show you how to use the shells of the coconut to transplant or plant your plants. First, we must adapt the coconut shells with some holes for the aeration of the roots of the plants. Use a drill to make the holes. If you don't know how to do it, ask someone, a professional with a drill, to do this for you. To plant the seedlings, you will need small stones, loose soil or potting mix, some plants of your preference, and spray. Start by filling the coconut shells with stones and then add the soil. Due to the size of the shells, it is good to plant some succulents, but you can plant other small plants. I'm not an expert in plants. The truth is, I have been dabbling in gardening for 2 months. So what I show you, I learned from watching tutorials. In the description of this video, I leave the link of how to propagate succulents and what helped me to take root to these little plants. Good, here are my little plants. I just have to wait for them to grow. In the next video about vegetable milks, I'll show you how to make plant hangers with plastic bags like this one. In the link above, you'll find a recipe for oatmeal and quinoa yogurt. Subscribe and remember to click the bell to be the first one in receiving these easy and delicious recipes. Bye-bye!
Thanks for watching this video until the end. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Like, comment, and share. So remember, reduce, reject, separate solid waste at home. Bye-bye.